Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all okay. This is my second video now, and this one's going to be a little bit different than my last one. As I said last week, this channel isn't just about me and my conditions, it's also there to help other people that are also suffering. So this one is going to be about invisible illnesses. And I really do think it's so important that the term invisible illness really, people really understand it. And you grow up to believe that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, and everyone, always says that they don't like to judge people by looking at them, but the truth is it actually happens, and people do judge other people just by looking at them, and it's not right. So right now, you would look at me and think that I'm a normal 23-year-old girl, I look absolutely fine, but people wouldn't realise that right now I'm actually connected to my feeding machine. I know I spoke about it last week, but my feeding tube, so this is my wire. I'll show you just there. These are my pyjamas. But yeah, you really never truly know what's going on with someone just by looking at their appearance, and it's so important that people realise that and really understand the meaning behind the words invisible illness. To help me create this video, I have teamed up with multiple people that I have connected with through Instagram, and they have all been so amazing, and they've really helped me make this video what I wanted it to be like. So thank you to everyone who has got involved, and I am also going to put their name and Instagram names in the description box down below if you'd like to check them out and look at their story as well. I don't want to do too much talking on this video because this isn't about me, it's about everyone else and their stories. So I really hope you enjoy, and if you would like to see more videos, please press the subscribe button down below, and also give this video a big thumbs up if you have enjoyed, and I will see you all soon.
Hi, I'm Shannon.
Hi, my name is Katey.
My name is Erika Denver.
My name is Loretta.
I'm Amy.
I'm Daisy.
My name is Ashton.
Kathy.
Becca.
Sam.
Tara. I'm Emily.
Jeff.
Woody.
Charlotte.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Colleen.
Becky. I'm Meredith.
Kate.
Sophie Ward.
Hey guys, my name is Jenny.
My name is Cyrene.
Hi, my name is Kate. I'm 30 years old, and I have spent the past 10 years being sick.
I struggle with stage 4 endometriosis, and along with that comes IBS and anxiety.
I have Crohn's disease, which is a form of inflammatory bowel disease. I also have depression, and I suffer from moderate to severe generalised anxiety disorder as well.
Bipolar disorder, anorexia, anxiety and trauma, chronic pain, and I also have chronic intestinal issues that are still in the process of being diagnosed.
Lyme disease, endometriosis, chronic fatigue, depression, anxiety, and PTSD.
Lyme disease.
I have anxiety, panic disorder, PCOS, and gastroparesis.
Chronic fatigue syndrome, also known as ME.
I have psoriatic arthritis, anxiety, depression, and I've also struggled with an eating disorder in the past, anorexia.
Gastroparesis basically means I have a paralysed stomach.
Chronic fatigue syndrome, tachycardia, costochondritis, depression, bipolar, and borderline personality disorder.
EDS, ASD, fibromyalgia, CFSME, MVR, and chronic intestinal issues that are still being diagnosed.
Chronic fatigue syndrome and intermittent liver failure. I also have several other suspected illnesses such as EDS, fibromyalgia.
Bulimia, EUPD, anxiety, depression.
POTS, mast cell activation syndrome, and chronic fatigue syndrome.
I have keratoconus and a stoma bag due to my ulcerative colitis.
I have multiple invisible disabilities, and they are chronic migraines, trigeminal neuralgia, occipital neuralgia, Raynaud's, and I also have a blood clotting disorder.
I have multiple sclerosis and endometriosis.
I have been diagnosed with indeterminate ulcerative colitis as of last week. I was diagnosed now with Crohn's disease.
Crohn's disease, scoliosis, and a few vitamin deficiencies.
Endometriosis, fibromyalgia, IBS, chronic pelvic pain syndrome, and kyphosis.
I have POTS. I also have celiac disease, gastroparesis, and slow intestinal motility issues.
Crohn's disease, intrahepatic arthritis, ankylosing spondylitis,
POTS, asthma and obsessive compulsive disorder.
I have vitamin B12 deficiency and Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
I have relapse and remitting multiple sclerosis. As well as having relapses, I suffer from symptoms daily that are often unseen.
These have an impact on every second of my life.
I spend most of my days in bed, and for the past 2 years I haven't been able to work.
Major surgery in 2011 to change my life. I now have a permanent stoma bag, specifically called an ileostomy bag.
It is a life-debilitating disease. It affects every aspect of my daily living.
In and out of the hospital, dependent on a feeding tube, and unable to work.
Soul destroying. I have just recently had a feeding tube put in. He's hoping we can get on top of it.
But I don't look sick.
So this is your reminder. You never know who has an invisible disability around you.
I have ME, which is an invisible illness.
I have an invisible illness.
I might not look like it, but I have invisible illnesses.
And I have invisible illnesses.
I have an invisible illness.
I have an invisible illness.
I have invisible illnesses.
So I'm someone with multiple invisible illnesses.
I have an invisible illness.
All which are invisible illnesses.
I have an invisible illness.
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 They are invisible.
I have an invisible illness.
I have an invisible illness.
I have an invisible illness.
You wouldn't be able to tell that I have an invisible illness.
A lot of misunderstanding and a lot of judgment, and not all illnesses are visible.
They just look at you and think, you're a girl, you're 26, you should be in your prime.
Sometimes there's more than what meets the eye.
Not all disabilities are visible.
Next time that you are at Target, for example, or anywhere that there is handicap parking and someone like me is getting out of a car, you know, take this into consideration because we really may be disabled.
I want to ask everybody to try and be more patient, more understanding, and just listen.
If you come across someone with a chronic illness, to be patient, kind, understanding, and welcoming. It will really help.
So please be kind.
Please be kind.
Please be kind.
So please be kind.
Please be kind.
Please be kind.
Be kind.
Be kind.
So please be kind.
Please always be kind.
So please be kind and please be considerate.
Let's show more kindness and love to each other.
They are so invisible, but they are so, so real.
You never know what anybody's going through. All my love to anyone fighting out there.
And try and appreciate that you don't have to look sick to be sick.
Always be kind because you can't always tell what someone's struggling with just by looking at them. Have a good day.